So our total merchandise available for sales are our merchandise inventory that we started with plus the net purchases. So we're going to add the 81,017 and 26 cents. So our total cost of merchandise available for sales 284,041.55. $041.55. Okay, so then what we're going to say is what we had to sell minus what we have left. This would say less merchandise inventory December 31st, 20 whatever. So how much we had at the end when we counted. So let's go to our inventory account after it's already been adjusted because we've gotten through that. We have left 81,017.26. Is our so this is our purchases, our total cost of merchandise sold minus our ending inventory is our cost of goods sold. So this is our cost of merchandise sold then, is our total cost of merchandise available for sale minus our how much we have left. So we're going to take 284,041.55 minus 81,017.26 equals 203.24.29. What's nice if we get into Excel that you create a format for this and then it calcs things out for you. You don't have to run the calculator all the time once you have a template in there. So now this is our gross profit, which is, if we look back up here, our net sales minus how much our goods cost us to sell is our gross profit. So since I already have this number in my calculator, I'm just going to minus it. So I'm going to minus the 501, 425.59. It's 298, 401.30. And that is our gross profit. That means that's how much we made off of our merchandise before we have any other operating expenses. Okay, the next part is your operating expenses. And I'm just gonna go through this. You would enter from your adjusted trial balance all your operating expenses, and then this would say total operating expenses. this section. Underneath that, then you'll have income from operations. It helps to look on page 474 if you can have the book up when you're working on that, because it does kind of give you the layout of this. Chances are you're going to, in the real world, you'll do automated accounting, which once you enter your adjustments and things, it'll calculate your income statement, your balance sheet for you. So I just want you to know the basics of it. And then how you'll get your income from operations is you'll take your gross profit, how much you made off of just selling the items, like how much you bought them for and sold them for, minus your total operating expenses is your income from operations. Then you have other income, other revenue possibly in a business that's not from operations, like interest, like you get interest off your note. So you would get that off of your trial balance. And then you would find your net income before federal income tax. And then you would list your, this would be less. Then you're going to less your federal income tax expense, and this would be your net income after federal income tax. Okay, so I'm going to grade this and I'll show you what it looks like there. Okay, so you have your sales minus like sales discount, sales returns is your net sales. You have your beginning inventory at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year. Then you have your purchases account, how much you purchased, minus like any discounts and returns. You added these two up and then subtracted them from your purchases account to get your net purchases. How much you started with plus what you bought, net, is your total cost of merchandise you had available for sale, minus your ending inventory is your cost of merchandise sold. So this minus your inventory. You find your gross profit by taking your net sales minus your cost of merchandise sold is your gross profit. Then you enter all your other expense accounts. And then this would be your total operating expenses, which you would subtract from your gross profit to get your income from operations. And your other revenue might be interest and other things, and then you're going to add those to get your net income. You would add your other revenue to your income from operations to get your net income before federal income tax. And then you would subtract your federal income tax expense to get your net income after federal income tax. So it's almost $20,000 for the federal income tax expense in this case. Okay, so then we do some component percentages. In reality, you would do like all of these, but this one you do a few. Okay, so component percentages allow you to compare what percentage you're spending or making off of your sales. So you're always dividing out by your net sales. So in this case, we're going to take 207, 719, 18 and divide it by 501, 425, 59 to move the decimal over 2, or you can times it by 100. You get 41.40. Let's round up to well, we're going to do 41.4 here. That means that our goods cost us 41%. We spent 41% of that we had on each of the goods that we sold. Gross profit is 293,706.41 divided by 501, 425, 59 is and we're going to times this by 100, and it's 58.6. That means our gross profit, we made about 59% markup basically on our products. If you go down to our total operating expenses, we're always going to divide by total revenue, right? So we're going to take 201,144.12 divided by, again, 501,425.59, which I'm getting off of the previous months. And then we can times it by 100 or move the decimal over 2. And that's 40.1 for total operating expenses. So you're going to do the same thing for all of these. Take this number divided by total revenue, this number divided by total revenue. They're all divided by the total revenue, and then I'll show you what this gives you. So once you get that, you'll get 18.5% here as your income for operation. Interest income is 0.1%. Net income before, you made 18.6% of all of your revenue. Your taxes were 4% for federal income tax, your total sales. And this is what percentage you made out of your total sales, 14.6%. Bottom line is what you made. And that is the income.